Hey guys, Little Skeleton Wizard here. As many of you know, I am an artist with ADHD, and years ago, almost at the start of the channel, I wanted to make a video that was a sketchbook tour.
I got noticed in 2019. Pursue art more? Yes. More team stuff? Yes. Exercise more? Yeah, no. Yeah, so there's that. There's that. There's that. Ooh, no. No, please don't show me that. No. Hello everyone, Lola Skeleton Wizard here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sketchbook, and it says stand tall and stand together, and it's just shoes on the outside, which I'm actually really proud of that.
I thought I had made more than one, I was sure I did, but what I think happened was I filmed them, never edited them, they didn't get posted, so almost what happened with a lot of my, or with some of my games that I've played. So recently, I was doing a class, as in last year, called Drawing Across Disciplines, and I never realized how important a sketchbook was to the artist until last year. Like, I realized how important they were, but I didn't fully realize until my teacher brought it into perspective. My professor said that, like, you can carry your sketchbook around and take notes. I'm like, oh yeah, well, duh, I usually do that. And she was like, no, you can take notes basically like about life. And I'm like, oh, like, what do you mean by that? And she said, well, I usually carry a sketchbook everywhere. And I'm thinking, everywhere? And she's like, everywhere. So I tried doing that, like, for the last year I tried doing that. And even this year I tried doing that. Or not this year, but, you know, over the summer I tried doing that. And you'd be shocked how many sketchbooks I came close to finishing. Not that many, but it's more than I usually do. I had to think back when I made a video for that class at the end of the year. That was a sketchbook tour, and I did a reading on it, and I was like, I should do an updated sketchbook tour. So in this video, you're gonna see a lot of old sketchbooks. You're gonna see some newer ones, and you're gonna see quite a few that aren't finished yet. So without further ado, let's get into it. I have a lot of them. I don't have all of them, and there is one in particular that is missing from this pile that I'm very upset about. And it's because it was basically the prequel to this one. This one was the one that I bought brand new for last year, and it's the one that's almost full. Last year, I had a different one that was almost this exact one with a different cover on it that I had started in grade 12. I don't know where it is. And I finished that one at the start of last year, and it had a little cover on it that was like the OCAD 2024 cover. And I wanted to start with that one, or maybe end with that one, but I don't know where it is at the moment. If I find it, maybe, like, if I find it in the next couple days while I'm editing, I will edit that. Without further ado, we're going to start with the oldest one, which is, in fact, this one, that, in my reading, I made a reference to it. Future me, roll the clip. Yeah, I was really proud of that line because it referenced this sketchbook, which is so old that it no longer has a cover. The cover that was there was a green cover. You're probably thinking a couple things. 1, Lola, why do you have a phone case on your sketchbook right now? That's so unprofessional of you. And 2, why are your hands like over here when the sketchbook's like here? Future me, flip the camera to show how I'm actually filming this. Yeah, I'm filming it upside down. So what you guys are seeing are a flipped image version of the sketchbook. And I think it's a much better view than how I'm filming, and yeah, it is a little bit cramped because, again, as I mentioned, or I didn't mention in this, but I'm going to mention it now, I'm still unpacking. So that said missing sketchbook may be in one of the boxes that I'm still unpacking, and my setup at my desk is not currently ready to film at, but I'm planning on making that the primary spot that I film at anyways. So that's the first question answered. The that's the first question answered. The second question, and I'm going to answer right now, there's a phone number here. I don't know whose it is. I don't remember whose it is. I don't know why I have it. It's just there. So I'm just going to, like, block it off for now. It's probably I wrote it down really quick because it was the first piece of paper I could find. One day I should just kind of, like, black it out because I have a feeling that that was in the old video, too. This was, like, this old book that I wrote. I wrote a full book with these characters named... Oh, what was the other one? It was Amelia and something the Peas. And I don't know where that old book went. I don't want to know where the old book went, because I just... Why? The weird thing I did notice, though, is, like, you see, like, the shape of the eye here, and, like, the little oval pupil bit? That eventually made it into my art style. Future me, put, like, the version of the art style that was, like, most closely resembles that. Like, the early era of the, like, modern primary art style that I use. So not Trinity, not the secondary art style, the primary art style. The modern version, like, is much more refined, and this I can see in the older version. Okay. Oh! Drawing ponies. Struggling to draw ponies immensely. I think that's supposed to be pony too, but then there's this. I had a weird obsession, like you'll see in other sketchbooks. Every so often I just draw realistic actors. I'm thinking, like, it's mainly because this was, like, the only realistic thing I could actually make look realistic in a way. Little did I know I wouldn't need to make anything realistic by the end of it, but, like, at the time I was like, I wanted to do realism. And I was like, I'm going to do realism with this eye. And I did it over and over in almost every sketchbook. There is a realistic eye. Which is why in one of my school projects, show the image now. Yeah, I can do crap like that. Oh yes, my fun to draw era. When I didn't know how to do cartoon art either, I turned to fun to draw. And just did it. Over and over again. I bet you there's 1,000,001 pieces of paper somewhere, probably tucked in the attic, with these pictures on them. A dramatic pony failed art that I thought I did so good on back then. That's Shadow Bonnie. Toy Freddy. The same but different. I don't even have to flip the camera for that one. Hello! Huh. So which way's up, then? I was a huge Stampy Cat fan. Well, kind of a huge Stampy Cat fan. My friend got me into Stampy Cat. I continued watching. I think they stopped watching. And I just, like, I made fan art thinking, oh, I'm going to send it to them. And then I never did. Trying to do a creeper? I tried to do Stampy Cat there. I'm noticing that, like, with the Minecraft drawings at the start that I tried to do, it was like I was trying to make the grid, and then I realized the grid would be visible through. Like, now that I know the magic of pencil. Back in the early days, before I actually officially had a YouTube channel, I had this idea for what I wanted to do with the YouTube channel. It was going to be like, you know those YouTube channels that, like, do role plays as characters? That was gonna be, like, my thing, because I was really into, like the Disney Cars Toy Club and all those ones that did, like, roleplay with the characters and whatever, and they had a story. This was a letter to Santa from Elsa. I tried to, there's like a local, not really local, it's a grocery shop, and the grocery store, like, every year does, like, a Halloween coloring page, an Easter coloring page, and all that, and it used to be the same almost every single year, and so I tried to redraw it. What's really funny is this is not actually that far from how it looked. Yes, more horrifying pony attempts that did not work. And I bet you this is another one. Yes, it did. What is the next page? What is this? This was me. This was me trying to draw a Rainbow Dash. It looks more like that muscle one, whatever the guy's name is, Buff McGee, that's not his name. Oh, yes. The MLP era. I was like trying to do the MLP art style here with the eyes and I couldn't, and here with the eyes and I couldn't, and here with the eyes and I couldn't. I tried to get better there, but like it's still not great. I'm trying my best, apparently. Also, this is like a song from MLP, or not. I just said MLP like 5 times. I meant Littlest Pet Shop. Yeah. Ooh, I think that's the worst. I think that's the worst one. I think that's the worst one. It's also probably the first one. But yeah, I know I drew that one because of that. Letter tattoos. That was a weird time of my life. People were like doing like the rainbow looms, and I had rainbow loom. That's what was funny. I had rainbow loom. Like, see, I was even gonna do like rainbow loom sale at my school. Like, I was just gonna do it in like in the schoolyard, as many people did. But like this, why they put free letter tattoo? Like, I don't know what I was gonna do it with. I knew who did, like, who suggested I do it, or like where it began. Someone else was doing it. I was like, I want to do it, and I got the same markers they did and everything. They were not like supposed to be skin safe. They weren't not skin safe. They just were not meant for skin. You know. Yes, my weapon. I drew a lot of weapons also when I was a kid. Not because I wanted to use them, just because my oldest brother did too. Please subscribe. I was trying, like, I was trying to make like a Disney. I made it. I don't know. I wonder if I still have that video on the old tablet. I don't think I do. But I tried to do a Disney Cars Toy Club video, like fan video, and it was like, oh yes, I'm totally a part of them. Yeah. Ah yes, more. It looks like we've got some water damage down there. This is where the water damage began. More freaking. Oh, I know where that's from. See if you can find them and like roll a random clip of one, like do like the Pac-Man one or something. There were these old 3D Angry Birds videos that I was obsessed with watching. I don't know why I was, because some of them were like super dark and not entirely appropriate for kids my age. And I got the name of the cock. Like, it was odd, but it was very memorable. I wonder how many of you guys have that same memory. I'm supposed to say fetch. Can't even tell what that is. This is supposed to be guitar. I can draw guitars better now. It just depends if someone's holding it or not. I'm confused what this is from. I know it's from something. And that was just like a random story I was making. I think this was like this specifically was like the precursor to Holly Berry and such. Sword. Ballerina. I think that's supposed to be me. I think that's supposed to be me, but show the picture. I did, yeah. Go home. What? Who was I saying go home to? That is terrible. That is horrifying. I hate it. / thanks. I hate it. / no thanks. I hate it. I hate that more. I hate you more. Because I know that you were actually like a fairy I was making. And you're wrong. You're very wrong here. You too! What are... I know who you were supposed to be, but it's not right. I think this is just me doodling. Oh, this is just me doodling. Oh, that's horrifying. Sword. That was supposed to be Hollybarian. Not Hollybarian. Whoa. Fairy, and it was a language that I made up. Rainbow with clouds. No. This was for like a magazine cover that started with a Z. I don't know what it was called. Like I made my own magazine with a bunch of drawings that started with Z, and I don't know what it was called. It was like weird name. No. Why does this image haunts me in my dreams? That was Elsa. Obviously. If you couldn't tell, Elsa. else. Sword with like the longest handle I've ever seen. Sword. I don't know. I don't remember who that's supposed to be. I know that's supposed to be a friend of mine that appeared on the channel, but yeah. And then Sword again. Redraw some, please. I don't know about that, hon. Don't know about that. This one's huge, so I'm just going to show it like this instead. There aren't very many drawings in it, and there are quite a few blank pages. I started using this sketchbook just before I got my drawing tablet, actually, like my first drawing tablet. That is currently at home, sadly. But you can see my big one's over there. You can also see my lovely desk predicament, which explains why I'm filming this way. This was from unpacking. I'm still sorting stuff. Anyways, huge page to this. Did like reference charts for how I would animate mouths, and I think I was doing it based on like a YouTuber I used to watch, but also like I remember sitting in my room and doing the like exaggerating how I'm saying words like open says me to figure out actually how my mouth moves when I talk. I still do that. I'll be like sitting doing something like either on my phone, on my tablet, or on the big tablet, and I'll be doing it and I'll be like yeah. Or sometimes I won't remember what the character's actually saying. I'm working on a sketch for a literal sketch for a D&D thing, and I thought I would get back to it like the next day, and I didn't. And so there's at least at one point that I think I completely changed the line. I don't know what the line was, but I can't tell. Maybe you guys can tell. I'll put the clip here. Tell me what you think this one's saying, because I changed the line completely because I don't know what it's saying. Facial expression practice that I never finished. First one's Ree. The second one is Brittany. Both of them are from... there we go. Oh, by the way, side note, I have an AO3 now. I'm working on rewriting a bunch of the Wattpad books to put on AO3. So stay tuned for that. This is what my AO3 account name is. Go follow it. There's nothing there yet, but I'm working on it. I just hope they don't try to delete the account. Well, there's no activity on it right now. Let's see. I'll actually put everyone's name under them. This is how you get good people. You get as many facial expressions as you can, and you just go for it. This is like I did this with a couple of the Trinity characters too. I was gonna do more and I didn't, and I should. I'm going to. I just haven't yet. But that's how you get better. You learn how to do their different expressions by just drawing them. Someone here that you guys have seen in anime. Actually, there's a couple here. Let me show you. That's Sarah there. Micah. Caroline, not Caroline. Okay, yes, Kayla I believe is in one. Anna's definitely in one. Wheatley, obviously. As I named them, also Vera's at the bottom. Mystery has / Ms. Ms got renamed. Like Ms was Mystery and then got renamed. A lot of these characters at the top have like more facial expression practice. And a lot of them are some of them are repeat characters, you might notice. But yeah, I'll name some here. Ms has been in one. Patton has been in one. Jen has not been in one. Boris has not been in one. Kate, I think Kate has been in one. Dex, which one? Dex has been in one? I think it's that's a different Dex? I don't know. Shell has been in one. Turret, obviously at this point Turret was not alpha or anything. Wisno has not been in one. Luna has not. Lana has. GLaDOS has. Who else? Kayla has. Proto has. Vera has. Again, a little bit. Bonnet. I think Bonnet's been in one. Emily has. Jeremy has. Frisk has. Micah again. Yeah, so a lot of them are repeat characters. And again, that's the only way that you're going to get better at drawing characters, is by repeatedly drawing them over and over again. Because eventually, if you stop drawing them, you get out of practice, and you don't end up drawing them again. That's my suggestion to you, from a person who's now officially done, like, and is about to start their second year in art school, like they've done their first or about to start their second. Practice! Always! Redraw characters, doesn't matter. Even if their design changes because you just redrew them. Do it! Doesn't matter. Alright, next is this one that I drew all over the cover. I think originally I'd drawn here, which was the front, and then I was like, I don't like any of the drawings here, so I'm restarting. We're just going to go from the back. Yeah, let's get into it. Drawings for Echo. Echo is this video game idea I had early on before I started to work on doing art for a video game that me and my brother Johnny are going to try and do. It still might happen one day. Echo, I like the idea of Echo. Just right now it's very Portal-esque and has nothing else much to it. And then blank page. Which one that all these pages are blank? It's probably going to go in a bin so that I actually use it and put it to use, because this has like all blank pages in it basically. So like there's no point in tucking it away because it's barely used. The thing is, like, when you look in it, like, you can see a bunch of pages were ripped out. I know what the pages were. I think I do. I think there were a bunch of not Dungeons and Dragons, but Donuts and Dragons drawings. So maybe at this point I'm just grabbing and going. This one's a big one that is newer. I got this from a dollar store. Enjoy it because I like the saying on it. I got it, I think, literally last year. Yeah, for sure. It was like April-ish last year when I got this. And the reason I know it was April last year when I got it / May-ish was because of a specific drawing. Let me find it. Well, that one would give it away too. But there's a more specific one that I'm just going to point out that gives it away. This one. Don't know what this is? Good. You won't for a while. It's a surprise. It's coming. It's coming. I promise. It's coming. I will tell you that is supposed to be an album cover. So, stay tuned for that. Apart from that drawing in here, there's drawings like this. Murder drones. Goof. Other, like, Greek gods I did, like, some sketches of. Before I did that. Ain't that purty? Aren't they purty? They're so purty. The biggest one to me is looking at Apollo and Artemis. Just those guys there. Zoom in on them, future me. Like, looking at them there. I'm looking at them here. Not there, sorry. Here. I leaned very heavily into the twins aspect in that version, whereas in the cutouts I eventually was like, let's do like the opposite twins kind of thing. In fact, in case you didn't notice, Artemis has golden eyes, whereas Apollo has silver, like Hermes. Hermes also has silver eyes. There's just this doodle in here. I giggle every time I see it. And I love it. I want to cut it out and just stick it somewhere to just jump scare me. Like maybe I'll stick it on my laptop or something. I don't know. It's so random but so good. I don't even know where, like, I know what it is. I just don't know why it came to be. Stitch. I think it's supposed to be Stitch. It looks like it's supposed to be Stitch. We're gonna go with it, Stitch. Don't shoot the messenger. This is Ardea. A sketch for Hermes one, I think. No. Yes, this is supposed to be Hermes. This is the version that we went with, or that we're gonna go with. You may notice that a lot of my Greek mythology stuff is done in the Trinity art style. Is that intentional? Maybe. Does it give me practice animating the Trinity art style? Maybe. I also just found it suited it more. And another one. I got like these gray markers, and I just like I wanted I wanted to sketch it out and draw it and like see how it looked, and loved it. Yes. Some stuff for Trinity. I think this is the last drawing in this book. It is in fact the last drawing in this book. For context, the Crossbolts were a band outside of Trinity first. Like, it was a made-up band that I made for my Undertale AU, and then I decided, I wonder what they would look like if I drew them. Like, if I included them in Trinity, how would I change them? What would I do with them? Like, who would they be in Trinity versus in the Undertale AU? And this is what I ended up with. Another big gun. Let's just get all the big guns out of the way. Just so you know, the reason my hand was over it was because it has my last name right on the front. Because, well, I brought this one in particular to camp with me, and I wanted to make sure no one tried to take it. I got this one for my for Christmas. I got this one for Christmas. So it was right around when Vengeance Saga was released. Not Vengeance. Duh. Ithaca. So like, as you can see there, that is, "Cause we've got company and he's made a great mistake. Lock the weapons, room unlocked, now there are to take." And then this is supposed to be Athena saying hello to Odysseus for the first time after the whole thing. And the top corner is Apollo, but it's the early version. More designs. This is like I was trying to do all the human designs or disguises for them. I didn't ever fully complete them, I don't think. I completed some of them, but not all of them. Because most of them just look similar to how they normally look, or how I normally draw them. Kirby AU stuff. Oh yeah, can you guys hear the weeboos? Can you hear the weeboos going? Those never stop. Kirby art. Me and Johnny sat down and just drew a bunch of the characters as humanoids. This is for my AU. Yeah. And then I took a break and I drew some Sonic AU stuff. And then I was right back into it. Some more Kirby. And Kirby was like, I did use the Trinity art style, but I also combined it with a more anime-esque art style, like this one. This way. Gosh. Yes. And like, just again, because the Trinity art style fit best. / the Trinity-esque art style fit best. And this is the last page of the Kirby stuff. Yippee. Okay, there's a doodle up in the corner of a different character that was like from a thing that we watched up here. And this is me coming up with the nymphs for Trinity. All the species for Siren's Peak, or not all of them, but the 3 main ones, the sirens, or the 4 main ones, the sirens, the lovesick, the nymph, and the aqua dweller. I started the terra firma one, but then realized we don't have very many species for terra firma. We're fixing that. Doodles of a D&D character I actually play for once. Yes, I am a D&D player as well as a D&D DM. Finally, at last. It took me long enough, eh? These are actually pictures that will be used in a future book that will be released. One of the future Donuts and Dragons books. Don't stick. Oh, wait, there's more. What's this? Oh, I know what this is. I was so happy with this. This is gonna be like, this is like a storyboard version of, you know, the song from the Book of Life. 'Cause there's love above love, and it's ours, and it's yours if you love me as much. I was gonna make a cover, and I was gonna make an animation with my D&D character and his husband dancing through it, and I thought it was a great idea. And I haven't made it yet, but it's on the list, I think, now, because I forgot I did this drawing. The night before I left for camp, actually. And then there's all these blank pages. You know why? Because I didn't touch it. I had all these sketchbooks, all this craft stuff that I brought, and I touched and I used most of it, at least once, right? I didn't touch this specific sketchbook. I touched other sketchbooks, but not this specific one. You want to know why? Because it was tucked away in a binder. I forgot that I tucked a bunch of sketchbooks away in my, like, a big blue binder. And then I found it and was like, shoot. Because I had been looking for my little mini sketchbook that I had, and I couldn't find it, and I found it. It was like nuts. C'est la vie d'une CI avec le TTAH. If you didn't know, TDAH, if I remember correctly, is the French term for it. Correct me if I'm wrong, future me. You know it because you did a project on it. I think I'm going to leave this part here. Yes, I'm splitting it into multiple parts. Oh no, woe is me. It's because filming for this part has reached 45 minutes and I have a life and I need to edit this down. And also because I don't want you guys sitting here for hours and hours just watching me go through my sketchbooks, guys. That was the old me. This is the new me. I don't make you sit here for hours and hours looking through my sketchbooks. So, if you'd like to see the part 2, stay tuned. Subscribe down below. Give a like. Put a comment down below. What is your the earliest memory of a drawing that you have from one of your sketchbooks or just in general? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Probably going to be part 2 to this. Okay, peace out, my guys. Bye-bye.